Okay, so for this one, it says that Anderson Bank offers a 5-year loan and is repaid with a single payment of principal and interest. Okay, wants to receive 5% compounded continuously, so that's where the force of interest happens to reflect deferred compensation. Okay, so how much is this deferred compensation? Well, we denote it as base E, force of interest, and times the number of years. We are given 5 years and a force of interest of 5%, right? So how much is the deferred compensation? It is 1.28403. Now the next part is that for this loan, the percentage of borrowers that will default is 0.7%. For the loans where there are defaults, we'll able to cover 30%. So we need to form an equation to find the force of interest, right? And set it equal to the deferred compensation that the bank wants. So to start with, how percentage of borrowers that default, we need to focus on the percentage of borrowers that didn't default. So we do that by doing 100% minus 0.7%. And then E base for number of years of 5, force of interest plus the existing force of interest. And then plus, it says the Anderson will be able to recover 30% of the loans that defaulted, right? So we could do the original default times 0.30 divided 5 force of interest plus 0.05. Now we can set this equal to the deferred compensation so we can find the force of interest. So first thing that we could do is that we could solve this and we'll get 0.993 0.993, and we can solve this as 0.0021. Then we can combine these because they have the same base. We'll end up getting 0.9951 e to the 5 times this. And then we can also distribute this, so I could get E5 force of interest plus e to the 5 times 0.05, which is 0.25. And we can solve for E.25. And then multiply it by 0.9951. And then we'll end up getting 1.2773. So we end up getting that part, so we can move it to the other side, right? To the of the equation. So we'll get 1.28403 over 1.27. Right? So all that we have left is the e to the 5 force of interest base. So we could use logarithms. We could do 5 force of interest ln e. This becomes 1. This becomes ln as well. And we can also move the 5 to the other side. And then we get force of interest by itself. So all we have to do is solve for this. So we'll do ln 1.28403 divided by 1.27773, right? And we're going to get 0.0049 and then times 1 divided by 5. and then we're going to get 0.0098, and then we're going to multiply that by 1,000. And we're going to end up getting 0.98 as the fourth